Cool. So, something that I found out recently is that when a new person signs up on loyalty rewards or ER or whatever it's called now, um, after their second order, they get a free diffuser. So I thought that was really cool. It's this one, the Dewdrop, right?
Nice.
So
Great
yeah, so
incentive.
that automatically gets added on because I was not expecting that, and I saw that it was added on, so that's really nice. And that's just after being on loyalty for 2 months. So, and you can cancel anytime if it's not working out, but I think that the discount is really is a huge plus for me, and then earning points also on that because I've gotten so much free stuff just from the points, just by, saving my points up and using it for different things that we need. Or maybe when funds are a little short on, not able to get something on the ER order, then I use my points to get it. So, um, and I know we were talking about the loyalty oil, which is also a nice gift that the Young Living sends to us is it every year they send it? Um, which just generates for me a feeling of um groundedness, I guess, and connectiveness. Is that the right word? Um, but I do have a few bottles that are unopened, but I like the smell of it, and I just need to remember to use it and put it on more.
Well, and we were talking about it because Pauletta was wanting to gift it to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, I love gifting my oils that I end up with an abundance of. Because sometimes, even though we love them, if we love a lot of oils, they're going to be there for a while. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of nice to gift others with it, and you know, remembering what different ones are good for is a great way to know who to gift them to, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
even when.
Yeah.
I have a myrrh, and I all I remember is the story about finding them in the um, in Egypt in the tombs, and how they
Mm-hmm.
were keeping your skin beautiful, and then but I read up a whole bunch of other stuff about it, and I thought, well, it could be good for this and this and this. So I was checking out what about loyalty? What how? So yeah, thanks for guys.
Mm-hmm. So nice to see you, Pauletta. I'm so sorry about last month. There was a miscommunication with the emails, or I sent it too late, or and the link changed too, and I didn't, tell people in time. So I'm happy to see you this time.
Well, I had to just I saw her somebody's email, and I said, oh, I can ask them.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yep, and yeah, I apologize. I was technically late for my own birthday because of technical difficulties and life. So, but I'm glad to see you are on here. I enjoy when we all get together and share our different experiences because we all learn differently and we use different things and we never know what we use is going to help somebody else. And I think that's what I love most about the whole community and why
Yeah.
I keep wanting to keep going and meeting, once a month to gather and ask the questions and find out, different ways that we can support ourselves and each other.
And even if we don't ask the question, somehow in our conversation, things, I know for me, something else triggers something else, and then I think, oh yeah, I should do this or try this or whatever, and I always get something out of our meetings. And I never know what exactly at the beginning I'm going to get out of it, but I always learn something new. So, and it's always so good to see everyone and connect with everyone.
Yeah, it sure is. And I'm going to be 81, and so I don't have any arthritis except for one thumb thing that I work on, and I put
Wow.
thing on it every night, and it's it's workable.
That's awesome. That is
Well,
awesome.
I read all the things. So uh, tree oils are for arthritis,
Mm,
and so I have pine and several other ones, and I thought, well, just put them on there.
yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome. I'm gonna try that myself. Because yeah, I have different things that I work with and walk through, and I love finding different ones to try to see what more wellness I can get out of it. And that's
Well,
my ultimate goal.
and since there's so many trees and too many tree oils, one of them was bound to be yours or of. And I find if I do it at night and I go to sleep, it gives it that much more time to work,
Yeah.
start moving and grooving.
What's your favorite tree oil, Pauletta?
Well, I've stuck with pine.
Mhm.
Um, oh gosh, there's so many. Um, but you know, in all of these remedies you get at Walgreens, did you know
Mhm.
pine is on them?
Oh, wow.
And so I'm thinking, well, I'm doing the right thing, but I don't buy their stuff. I figure
Right.
I have stuff. I have
Mhm.
I have good stuff.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
like sorry, Leslie, you wanna go?
Well,
I like now see in the beginning I was like so just young living. I wasn't open to seeing more. And now I actually like going to the stores and seeing those products like you said and noticing the pine in them, but also noticing what's in them to see if maybe I can create something like it, but more young living and less, of the yucca, more of the good
Yeah.
stuff.
the additives that we don't need to put in our
It,
system.
yes, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, less of the additives and more of the goodness in there. And I think that's bottom line what this is all about, right? Is taking out more of those things and adding in the stuff that does support our bodies. Whether it,
Mhm.
yeah, the pine is one of my all-time favorites for
And
sure.
then I forgot to say this. I bless every tissue and every that's around that. Well, whatever I bless all the tissues and repair. And I say and repair. And your own little thing that you say about repairing all the cells that is around this joint and beyond, or whatever comes to you.
Mhm.
You got the little praise, you got the oil going. So
Yeah, I love that. And our words are so powerful, and it's sometimes I forget to, I heard someone else somewhere say that they blessed every pill or every, water in my hula class. This one hula practitioner came in and she gave us a lecture where she did a chant every morning after she filled her glass up with water. And, just our words are so powerful. So that's super important and a good reminder too. Thank you for saying that.
well, okay, well that's part of it. Um, at
Hmm.
my ritual. So it has a lot to work with without me being negative. There's several hours of not, well, whatever, you know.
Hmm.
I think I know I need the reminder because yeah, we I know I can get negative and get caught in my stinking thinking. And that's why we say we have to shift our shiitake. Um, but I love when I remember and recall and I choose to get better at my discipline on it, but I love when I bless everything. Every little thing from the morning cup of coffee to, you know, the breath that I get to enjoy outside. And the more of that, the less negative sinks back in. So the more I'm
Hmm.
focused on blessing, even if I got to do yard work, blessing that I got a yard to do it in.
Yeah.
instead of grumbling about having to do the yard work like the old me would do, and then sometimes popping my back while doing it, right? I notice that when I'm celebrating every win, every little thing that I can do, and doing more of that, and blessing the littlest, simplest things, the more life really is a blessing, and I can be more present in the moment, even if my body decides to act up.
Mhm.
Well, sometimes if I have too much going on, I start at the head and work myself down to the toes. So everything gets a little happiness going there, and repairing things and repairing cells.
Mm,
Oh, and
yeah, I love that.
I asked for happy cells. I've never heard that that was um, a good thing, but I think, well, why can't they be happy?
Mhm.
It's funny that you say that, Pauletta. After I started Young Living, of course, I wanted to learn all different things of how I can better my wellness because, to be quite honest, my wellness was a hot mess. and, and I was on the beginning journey of, where I am. Um, and my daughter wanted to learn yoga. So I learned kidding around yoga. And one of the songs is every little cell in my body is happy, every little cell in my body is well, and you tap on it. And then I add oils to it as well, but you tap on all of your little body parts to wake them up to be happy. And it's funny
That
because,
sounds good.
again, right? And
That
it's
sounds,
funny. They
yeah.
need reminders.
Yeah. And we did that. My son and I did that, sang that song several times whenever we got sick or feeling a little funky. And it's like you just can't help but laugh and giggle and, bring back that playfulness and fun and happiness, right? And joy. So, um, yeah, I was thinking that too when Pauletta said happy cells. I'm like, oh,
There's your
the
song.
yep, the song. I think
Yep,
you even have a video of it, right?
I
Somewhere?
do. And I just took 2 classes of theirs to upgrade my certification
Oh,
for
nice.
preteen and teen because this is where, a lot matters. And I know that my original learning of kidding around yoga is a little dorky and a little too dorky for most adults and young adults. So I really want to, I'm going to redo it and we're going to
Well,
upgrade that song to
it's
more.
focused for the littles,
Yeah,
littles, right? And I'm
right.
so excited that you got upgraded or, took the additional classes. So that'll be fun and interesting to do because our kids are, getting older. So it makes sense. And yeah, I don't know if I can see Damien doing those moves now because, he's too cool. But maybe for preteen, teenager, that would be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Um, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have them, sitting and doing toe yoga or anything like that anymore. Or but maybe some hip hop yoga or that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing
Yeah.
online and offering in person more, especially bringing that to more of our teens because with what's going on lately, we just need to. I really feel a need and a tug to them to show them that they are powerful. Our words are powerful. What we think is powerful. Where we're centered is powerful, and they're in charge of themselves. And I really think that teaching that and sharing that can offset the other part of what's going on right now. I like to fight love. That's me today. I know that the fear doesn't work, so the only thing I know how to do is to teach our us, all ages. It doesn't really matter because we're all learning how to love ourselves and speak our own truth and our
And
true
that makes
agency.
mommy happy. You can tell them. And that makes mom happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I want them to know that it's okay to be their old, beautiful selves, no matter what that is. You know, if they want to wear a big bow on their head because that makes them laugh and giggle today, I think it's okay. And
We know with COVID, because we took a swan dive on all of this. My husband passed away during that time.
Mm.
We had a caregiver come in to help us. She had COVID. She gave it to him. Well, and there you go. So, uh, coming back from all of that, uh, we're all doing that in our own way. Coming back from, gee, it really took a lot out of us, that COVID thing. So
Yeah.
let's keep going. And I live very close to the airport.
Mhm.
My house is in line with runway 28. So when I
Oh,
hear
wow.
them coming over, I'll say, instead of going, oh darn, I'll say, I bless them because that they don't fly during the bad winds and the rain. So I know we're gonna have good weather. Here comes the planes. So I have
Oh, yeah.
look forward to a lot of planes going, because during the storms there was a break, and they would, as soon as the break would come, there would be plane after plane after plane. And I'm going, oh my God, can I take this? So then I started talking to the weather. I'm getting crazy,
Mhm.
but it takes
Mhm.
to get through all this that we've gone through to keep
Mhm.
going.
Yeah.
it, um, I stayed a few times in San Bruno, right in, I don't remember what runway, but it was, and yeah, the first time I heard it coming from this side of the world to there and being that close, I was like, whoa. But I used to, it's funny that you bless them. I used to say, I wonder where they're going, or I wonder where they just came from. So I would get excited about it instead of that other side.
Well, the one that goes out at 3 o'clock in the morning is going to China, because they don't allow any planes to disturb their people till 9 o'clock. So
Mm.
I also go, oh, okay, well, they had a flight to people will going home to their family. I would try to be positive because I'm just very disruptive.
Yeah. Oh, it's how you, I love that shifting of thinking of it, and that can be done in so many, like anything that's, maybe not as fun or whatever. Like for me and my working out stuff, instead of I'm gonna kick my butt and work out and now it's I get to work out, I get to move my body, I get to go outside and enjoy the sunshine instead of, oh, it's so hot, and I'm like, well, at least I'm not freezing my assets off. It's like just being grateful and shifting it makes so much more difference.
Yeah, when we're in Pacifica here, I want to tell you, it it's cold in the morning and it gets a little better. And then at 3 o'clock, here we go with the fog.
Hmm.
So I'm going,
Yeah.
oh, well, what should I take off or put back on? Oh, well,
Hmm.
but the oils do help me get through a lot. Do you have birds? I heard a tweet. No? Okay, never
Or
mind.
if I do, I didn't hear them. There are birds outside, but I didn't hear them if they are. We have this bird that always tries to come in through our front door, and I saw him when we first got on the call.
Yeah, unless you're hearing mine, because mine are going crazy
Yeah, it
today.
might be crystals.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah, it must be crystals.
nature is helping us today.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Um, and it's funny because we all have different things that we can shift, right? Like we have our train here, and it runs all hours of the night. It'll blow the whistle all hours of the day, night, right? Some people love it. Like I love it. I don't know if I would ever be able to live without that rumble and the blowing of the whistle because we've gotten used to it and it's something that I love now. Especially because all of us know that sometimes even the train rolls through and makes a noise right at that perfect time of going, yep or nope. um, but shifting our perspective on things in so many different ways, I think I know me doing it helps me live in more joy filled life instead of that grumbling life that I used to get stuck in and can get stuck in if I choose to, keep it real. I'm just
Yeah.
glad that there's more of it.
Yeah. And I noticed that when I'm happier, those around me are happier, like my son and my boyfriend, less disagreements or whatever miscommunications happen when everyone's happy. And sometimes, a lot of times, I notice that it does start with me and that I have to work on myself first instead of, telling them, why don't you shift it? It's like, they're like, why don't you? So, we can all shift and do it.
I wonder,
And yeah, it's a good reminder.
I wonder what oil is good for brain power. I forgot to look that up. So that helps us keep our energy up. I'm
Right?
sure.
Frankincense is coming to my mind.
What?
Frankincense?
Oh, I do use that. I do.
Yep.
Um,
And then
what
in
I
the kids line, there's Genius,
Mm-hmm.
and that one's a
more,
yummy one.
yeah.
It helps
Well,
them or
Yeah.
me focus when my squirrels are running ragged.
the reason I'm asking that is because I'm finding when I'm in a not such a good mood or something, if I start praising things, everything shifts. But my brain has to be alert to this, so because I can go downhill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you tried MindWise, Pauletta? I know when I was taking MindWise during uh the lockdown or whatever, I was taking that almost daily just to keep my brain focused and not get
No, I haven't.
foggy, I guess.
Is that one of our supplements?
Yeah, it comes in I know I've tried it in the pouch. Um Similar to Ningxia pouch, but it's not as much. And are there pills too, Crystal?
There's you can either get it in the pouches or you can get it in a bottle, and then you just do the little scoop, not scoop.
Oh, it's a bottle,
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And you keep
thanks.
that in
like a capful.
More information today. Thank you.
the.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take before I was taking MindWise and then having drinking it with my Ningxia because it was kind of rough by itself. the or mixing it in with something like water or something.
Yeah. I totally agree. That's how I was.
Well, I know you guys live in some hot weather, and I know the Nensha Red put in the freezer makes a lovely popsicle.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
you've all.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Crystal
Ningxia
taught me that
popsicles.
one.
Yeah. And if you're having a party and you're on a budget, Ningxia popsicles, you can mix it with other things, juices, like natural juices and that kind of stuff to stretch it. But add Ningxia pairs well with. I don't think I have found a juice that we didn't like it with.
What's that
So
favorite? What's that blend that you make that the kids just drink it all up? Is it pineapple
yeah, it's
or orange?
Ningxia, ginger ale, and orange or pineapple. Either or they like.
Oh, that sounds like a nice drink right there, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a wonderful. We call it our I call it the mocktail for the kids.
Yeah.
Because sometimes at a party, they're like curious about adult drinks. Well, that's their drink.
That's their,
Yep.
Yeah. Damien loves it. And he also loves the Ningxia wolfberries, the dried ones. He keeps asking me to buy them and I keep forgetting, but this is a good reminder, putting it down.
oh, good.
Yeah, those are a yummy snack to snack on.
He'll eat them all in one setting. He loves them that much. And that's a big bag. I'm like,
So that's called
gotta
wolfberry.
take it easy.
The Ningxia
Yeah,
wolfberries.
it's the Ningxia berries. They're dried.
Yes, I've had them before.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
like them
yummy.
better than raisins and cranberries.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. Good ideas here. Thank you.
Right? But yeah, I want to know more too of what like all of us want to know more about, because there's so many different things that's going on right now with Young Living, whether it's the business side and taking care of associates that way, or our brand ambassador, whatever we are now.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to know what are people curious about? What are things like, I know we have our go-tos, but
Mm-hmm.
what are people asking? What do people want to know about? I'd like to answer those kind of questions on our monthly things, as well as,
Yeah.
between all of us too.
Mostly aches and pains are what I'm getting. And
Mm-hmm.
you know that I came across a group of things I put together when I went out. I used to go out and do little parties. The census, how to change the attitudes. There were several of them that I need to keep checking in with and seeing if there's anything new there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I'm really missing having, every time I call or whatever, I ask for a new, do you have any new catalogs? No, they don't. So how I got one was apparently the Amish, Amish people in the Midwest too. Are they Amish? They have one for them. So I said, well, send me that one to see what they
Oh,
have.
interesting.
So they
Yeah.
sent staples together booklet that they get because the Amish don't do
Computer?
no, they don't do computer or iPhones
Technology.
or no, none of that.
I
So
forgot about that.
well, I figured and then I could show them or run off some information or something that they can have or call me or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because
I
our
thought
catalogs. Whoop. What was that, Leslie?
what?
Oh, no, I thought I saw something recently about there's going to be a new product catalog coming out soon. I don't know if it was an email or something that I had seen recently, like in the last couple weeks from Young
Oh,
Living.
thank you, because I've been asking
Did you guys see that?
last year. Oh, we're
Oh,
getting that together, and then I'm going, okay, send me the Amish book.
oh
Yeah, because as
wow.
far as I
Yeah.
know, it's digital and has been for a little while.
For quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it would be nice to have a physical one too.
Well, I thought it's
Yeah.
Christmas there would be something, but because they always have special goodies then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was just
Okay.
a digital catalog that came out that you could link up to, and I believe you can get printed, but I'm not positive on it.
Oh,
And I think they're still registering for virtual or in person for the convention too this year.
oh yeah.
But we will see. Um, and then we do want to keep going each month. What day is it next month?
Um,
Is Sunday a good time? I think it's a good time for me because I don't have a lot of,
mhm.
anyway, is Sharon doing well?
Yeah,
I
the
haven't talked to her lately.
she seems to be
You
doing
talked to
well.
her, Crystal? Mhm.
Yeah, she seems to be doing well, especially with the trauma support group and that and she's going with the chakras and teaching those. Those have been some good classes.
Mm.
I know they haven't. It hasn't worked out that she's been able to be here because she's been so busy lately. But maybe
Mhm.
we can get her on next time. It does look like it's on the Memorial Day weekend on that
28th.
Sunday, but
Oh yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
still good with that as long as you guys are.
I'm okay. I'm pretty much homebound doing stuff and uh, things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that works for
keeping
me.
yourself
I'm not
busy.
going anywhere.
Keeping yourself busy and creative.
I need to be more creative and then something will pop up and I'll think, maybe I can do that.
Yeah,
I have a
Yeah.
new hobby, talking to the weather.
that works.
When something is like, well, I'll go back quite a few months, there was rolling thunder coming through. And I thought, if it ain't gonna come through this house, anyway, so I stopped complaining. And I thought, um, what's good thing about the wind? Because that's scary. Things hit the windows and all that. So I tried to find something to praise them. And I said things like, you've helped uncover many artifacts and uh, shown us what's been happening. Well, I went on and on about stuff. And you know what? It it quieted down and went away. And I thought, you know what this is? This is praise instead of bitching at them. So I said, well, that's fun. Let's try it again next time it's windy. It works. On it works. And I thought, so that's one of my hobbies,
Nice.
you
That's
know.
awesome.
And then the rain, of course, had never stopped. So I thought, well, the flowers and the wonderness it's going to show us. I tried to think of each one, and I thought, I wonder if these little weather, whatever they are male, because they seem to like praise. And I'm getting crazy here, all right? So that's why I'm gonna need some more frankincense. But that's one of my hobbies. And I thought, I went to the birthday party and it was terrible windy and everything. And I said to all of them, I said, I want you to notice how it comes in spurts of 5 minutes, how it goes really wild and then it's quiet. And so I had all of the people in the room praising and doing stuff, and it stopped. So we could get the heck out of the house and go get in our cars and go home. But anyway, that's what,
I
so,
love
I
that.
love that.
And
so
I'll take your crazy any day because yeah, it's funny because those storms and stuff, I had to get to work on several of those occasions. And a few years back, I would get caught up in that fear and freak out, right? And I wouldn't be able to, I would literally have to stay home. I'd have to call out. But during those storms, I was praising them and thanking them for, doing the things and just knowing, staying in my spot in the driving, right? And praising the cars around to just let's get to the location nice and safe. And it works. And the funny part, let's take it one more level. What if we did that to people? what a world it would be.
Well, yes,
We
I'm so glad
praise
you
each
shared.
other.
I'm so glad you shared with me because that I thought, and then one of the people at this party said, my grandmother does that. I said, oh. And then another friend called me and said, she's trying to pick up her grandson. And then she just asked whether to let her get the child. And she said, it worked. And I said, okay, I think I got my group.
Yep.
Yep, exactly. Well, this has been so fun and so informative. I gotta get off a little early because I gotta go get my little one. But it was so nice to hang out with you ladies for a little bit. And I'm sending so much love, and we'll see you. It's next month on the 28th.
Yep. Thank you. And
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
stop recording.